in this day, in this year, we are experiencing the ape future. Are we not?
I'm the fucking cosmic ape in this bitch.
Sure.
Where only the elite will survive. Where only the strong can be ape.
What kind of fucking monologue is this?
It's from a movie.
This is the new future. This is our new thesis.
And who are
This
we?
is our new, and we are Saltiest Podcast.
There we go.
The world's greatest video game podcast where your argument is
confused.
Yeah.
As it should be. Oh, I should have changed my damn name. It's a Cybo Lucky Bandit. Cybo Boy. Am I Cybo?
You trying to be
Does
the
this
sidekick?
count?
Yeah.
Your NFT
all
boy.
this up.
Your NFT
Fuck
boy.
all this up. He got so flustered that I showed up out of exile for 3 months.
I think it's your.
He's
I think
so
it's you have
happy.
a shirt on. I think you're throwing him off there.
A little bit. Everybody's chasing the pictures.
You're too distracting right now.
Everybody, I'm gonna count
Put
down.
guns
for the
away. Hey,
screenshot.
put the guns
3
down.
and 2 and 1. We did it.
Did you get this?
Wow, thank you, auto podcast listeners, for that moment of silence.
I know. Oh man.
That's what they tune in
Vince
for.
Rants gets it.
That's why you listen
In
to
the year
podcasts. It's for the summer.
3021. Vince Rants gets it. Maniacs, thanks for joining us. This is the month of December 2021.
You
I
said
didn't say
September.
No, I did not. I don't make mistakes. I'm a robot. This is December in the year of our Lord 3021, the year of Cybo. And yeah, shirtless Cybo makes everybody moist.
Vaping.
It's wait.
He's in
Moist.
And with that,
the word doesn't bother
remember
me.
to
with
stay
it.
moist.
Yeah,
Voodoo
they're
Ranger.
moist.
We are brought to you by Voodoo Ranger IPA, B Corp certified employee owned, # live dangerously. What do you have there? Dynamic Hunter.
I have the Juicy Haze IPA.
Nice.
Old
That's usually
reliable?
the default right there. Yeah.
It is their
Old
7.5%.
reliable.
Mhm.
It
Yep.
will get you there if you are unprepared.
Yeah.
So everybody expect slightly racier tweets from Sagebell later this evening.
No, that's you.
What is that supposed
that
to
me?
even mean?
That's you.
I think that's you.
Okay,
First off,
fine. Expect some butt tweets from me. It's gonna be great. All bum shots.
if you were my PR right now, you'd be fired.
If I was
Well, the PR for who though? Like it would depend.
From the Cybo brand, obviously.
Oh,
fired.
For sure.
I'm fired
To
from
drop
the Cyber
pictures.
brand.
I think he would get fired like every other day if he worked for the cyber
I
brand.
found
Then you hire him back
batteries
and
in my
fire him again.
glasses case.
You have batteries in your glasses case. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, before I forget, Flay Artist
And I like
on Twitter made that beautiful intro.
Yeah.
And we are brought to you, aside from Flay Artist and aside from our help and sponsors with Voodoo Ranger, bonus round, FGC, with the Risotto God, Keith the Boogie, and also, what's her name? London with a Y.
Lauren.
Oh.
No, London with a Y.
Lauren.
She helps sometimes, but Lauren, we actually care about. Thank you, Lauren.
Yes.
London with a Y.
God. I want the
London
Risotto
with a Y,
God
whatever.
to be my police force, my eyes and ears in the Fortnite world.
Oh yeah, did you buy a Wazoo jersey?
No, I did not.
Someone's
Oh.
in trouble, so what that meant.
If I did, I'd give it to Cybo Man right now if I bought a jersey.
He doesn't need a jersey. Look at that
I
chest.
don't believe in shirts
You rip it off.
or shoes.
Okay, so moving to, I guess, intros. I am at Loud and Brown. Oh, before this, sorry. Forgot. Follow us, like, share, subscribe. Salt_tier pod. That's
Yes.
Twitter and Instagram. Salt Tier Podcast is the YouTube, the Facebook, the Steam group.
Yes. I'm looking at it right now.
Cool.
Join us on there. We give away free games. We got about, I don't know, at least 80 or 90 games to give away at this
Oh
point.
man, we were supposed to do that this week, weren't we?
We were. Fell to the
That's okay.
cracks.
How about no? Well, maniacs who are listening, Vince. Hey Vince, you want some games? Blizzard PR? Yeah, we're doing better than Blizzard. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Oh yeah. I'll say first person to post something on our Steam group, we'll get a free game. We'll just throw you one.
All right.
So after this
Good luck trying to find that
podcast,
shit. Who finds Steam pages these days?
Hey, it's there. So yeah, go
I
ahead
mean,
and
it
leave a
does
comment.
exist.
First one to leave a comment, you get
That's the
something.
game. How are you gonna fucking find this page?
It's on there. You look for groups. You search groups. It's fine.
Oh, jeez. Well, for crying out loud, yes,
You're not-
follow all those things.
Yeah.
Hit the bell
So
icon.
give them
if
the
you
red
keep missing us.
carols. PR, get to it.
Take
a picture of a dog pooping a Blizzard title, and we'll give you a game.
and we'll give you a game. That's valid. Do I have a little?
They got
Rosie,
pooped on a little bit.
take a
this week.
shit. Take
They
a
got
shit,
pooped on a
Rosie.
little.
Come here.
Warcraft got pooped on a little bit this week, just a little bit.
Yeah,
But
we'll talk about it.
That's been like the last like 10 years, if we're being honest.
Really coming up. All right.
Oh, what is up with this?
I knew this day was coming. Like I still knew people that played
There we
WoW,
go.
and I'm just like, you're setting yourself up for defeat. Like you're setting yourself up.
You want to take a shit?
Run away from that game while you can.
Hi, Rosie. Everybody say hi to Rosie.
Oh, that's our
Okay.
guest tonight.
Rosie can
Rosie just shits everywhere.
Cosplay Canada in the house.
+1 to that. Google +1 that, please.
She's kissing
Yeah.
you to let her go. She's like, all right, can you let me go now?
All right.
Please let me go. Mm.
Anyways,
That was the podcast intro. You can check out all the old episodes on YouTube. You can get free games on, like I said, our Steam group, and our
Mhm.
Twitter is hilarious. Sometimes there's no real rhyme or reason with how often we post. Kind of the same thing with Instagram, but we're there.
Yeah,
That's
we're a
what matters.
cipher. We're a ghost.
The Instagram account may or may not just regram hard drive news, but that's actually for your benefit. For anybody that doesn't already know about that, hard drive news, E-Bombs World. What else
Wow.
are we reading?
E-Bombs are all still around.
E-Bombs World's Instagram is fire, man.
That's crazy.
No joke. It's great. Okay. I am Louder Brown at Louder Brown Instagram, Twitter. I am Gross Stuff with a PH on Steam and PlayStation. I am Lucky Bandit on the mic, son. All I played was Guilty Gear Strive and Halo Infinite. Nothing really to bring up there except that in a frenzy, I moved from keyboard mouse to controller
Oh, which one?
for Halo Infinite.
Okay.
I started off on keyboard with our very own Cybo helping out with everybody. And when we met up again, I was kind of in a panic to get all my stuff together. So in the spirit of getting the game going nice and quickly, I just went straight to controller. Like a smooth brain chimp.
excellent.
Yeah, and then we got to go in the correct order because now we're gonna go the grown ass man
Who's canceling Fortnite within his home realm.
playing Fortnite in the
I
home.
was trying to show that I have Halo Infinite running right here on my work laptop. But yes.
Don't
But
let
it's
the Halo news fool you. He's busy laying down the law of no Fortnite in this land.
Yes, because I do work and broadcast from my home in which there are children, and they play Fortnite, and they get particularly fired up playing Fortnite. Other stuff is fine. You know, sometimes you have to go in there and check a little argument or whatever. That's fine. But Fortnite, they kids lose their shit playing that game. So they go through their periods where they are banned for in like indefinite time periods. Now's not one of those times,
Wow.
but they're banned for the next hour until I'm done with this podcast.
They're gonna start punching holes in the drywall now.
They know better. I'll delete it and change the password on their accounts.
Everything's getting deleted.
Yep, it'll just get deleted. Add remove programs, Fortnite. So yeah.
Goodness. Well,
Um,
aren't you just?
He's
dropping
playing the game
down?
of Parenthood, nothing else.
yeah, I'm
Laying
playing
down the
Parenthood.
law.
Yep. And this person talking is the Save Rings. ... Thank you for the intro. I kind of ran off with it
Yeah, you
there,
are.
loud and brown.
No, it's okay. You had to parent.
I did. I really got nothing. I've just been working and no life in it the last week. I
No
threw in
14.
I threw in. Oh, that's part of the. I would assume that'd be part of the no lifing it. I would assume that you guys would assume that would be part of the no lifing it. But yeah, just working and just doing that. We'll get into the deets maybe a little bit later. But I did beat the main story quest in that game, so I saw the end in the corner. It says to be continued until the next little bit came out. Yes, I have beaten Final Fantasy 14. Yes,
For now.
And before that, I had beaten it for now, like 2 weeks ago, until the expansion came out.
Baby Shoes.
Yes, Baby
has
Shoes
ended their watch.
Rain.
Yes, Baby
Rain?
Shoes, the level 90 stalwart paladin, also Dark Knight, also ninja. Also a summoner who I have dressed up like Ash, so I'm running around like Ash Ketchum, summoning monsters. But that's really about it. Played a little Stellaris. I know, shocking. And that's about it. I've been kind of boring this week, so I'll kick it down to somebody who's already dressed way more exciting than I've been the last week. That would be Dynamic Hunter Sage Bell.
I put on glasses for
That's enough.
my Sea Viper cosplay. That's what these glasses were for when I had
Nice.
that red hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got the hair, you got the glasses, the makeup. You're already more exciting than my whole last week has been. So what's up?
You know, if I don't put on makeup, I just like get overexposed. I need to have a little bit of contrast so the camera can find me, and I don't just
Gotcha.
blend in with that white background over
Gotcha.
there.
So it's like the reverse problem of like dark skinned people. Like
Yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
like just eyes and teeth, you're like the other way.
Yeah, it's winter. I have to like add more to find myself on the camera again.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm Sage Bell. You can normally find me on Twitch at Sage Bell. You can also find me at SageBell_model on Instagram, but I'm primarily on Twitter at Sage Bell. What did I play over the week? So aside from some DVD that I rage quit a couple times and then found people to play with, because like when people tunnel you out of the game, it just makes you not want to play anymore. I'm like, why are people
When they
so
what you out of the
terrible?
game?
So tunnel. So like they hook you and then you get unhooked and then you get rehooked immediately instead of them going after another player. And so you basically get killed within like 10 minutes or less of gameplay.
So people be farming you basically.
Now, if they were farming, they would let everybody get hooked before they killed everybody.
Okay.
So farming in the game's actually kind of fun.
Nice.
Because you can like kill everybody if you're a fun killer, but if you're just a bully, you're just gonna tunnel people and not let them get any points. Farming, everybody gets points.
Okay.
So you let people do generators and stuff and you hook them. So you kind of like, you play back and forth.
Okay.
I played Snake Pass. So
What game is
that's so Snake, the classic Snake game.
Yeah, from my Razer flip phone, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Hey.
I had one of those. And so they made like a weird 3D version of it. And I have it on Steam. So I was playing it like normal keyboard and mouse, and it made no sense with keyboard and mouse. It is definitely a controller game.
Oh,
So it was really rough, but I got through an hour and 10 minutes of it before I like just couldn't do it anymore because it was just too much for like because it's 3D. And so you can wrap around the environment and you collect coins, it's kind of like Spyro. Because you want to collect like gemstones to open up the next portal to go to the next base or whatever, and you want to collect coins and other things, but like you're not getting longer. So it kind of like I was interested and then I got uninterested and then I didn't have a controller, so it became really hard to wrap when you're trying to get like one of the coins off the edge, because you want to wrap yourself to grab it and then unwrap, and I just kept going woo off into the abyss.
Nice.
I was like, couldn't like.
I would suggest a game. There's a .io game that my kids used to play. It's called Slither. So it's like Slither.io, but it's kind of like a fancy kind of not next gen, but like the next level of Snake or something like that. So yeah,
I'm excited to see what I'll be playing this next week or two while I'm away in Portland.
in Poland.
Poland,
got it.
Poland, yes.
Great.
Love the
polls.
Yeah.
take the R and the T out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be very cold, and many strippers, right? That's the same in both places, right?
You know what? There's nothing sadder than a Portland stripper. There's just nothing sadder.
What?
A Seattle stripper.
That is
Seattle
true.
stripper is sad.
a
Portland,
Northwest
you can drink in the bars.
A
Or, like, you can
Northwest-
drink at the strip clubs. Why would that be sad?
You know what? I'll just blanket the whole area. A Northwest stripper. There's nothing
Cybo.
sadder than that.
P&W
Sounds
is
like-
pretty good. Excuse
It
me.
sounds like somebody's never been to A Crop, and it shows.
Finest steaks and legs in the country.
Steaks and legs, baby.
Is that
You
the place
have
over
no
by the
idea.
airport?
No.
I went to this dive one by the airport, and they were serving
No,
steak in
baby.
there.
A Crop
bad.
is quality.
Southeast.
Well, we're gonna have more of a conversation about A Crop when we introduced our third and final host.
Fourth.
Were you all finished, Dynamic Hunter?
Fourth.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Fourth host. Hey,
What's going on?
yeah.
How can you fucking count? How are you gonna get to space if you can't even count to 4?
I'm gonna
going on
rely
over
on.
here?
Let's send it off to the angry one in the dark.
What's going on? This guy.
Hey, I'm Cyberman.
And
There's the
that's our-
sound bit. There you go. You can't
That's
find me
it.
anywhere on social media. I don't exist there. I've already transcended. All right. You're not a part of the transcendence.
We aren't.
He's already a cipher. He's already a ghost.
Cyberman.
Don't even look.
How's 3021?
3021 is magnificent out here. Nothing but eternal darkness and lit by LED panels.
So,
Nice.
What did you do to the sun, Cyberman?
We blew it up.
Nice.
Glad to know that there's life in in 1,000 years. I'm hopeful. And they're
Right.
Vin
I believe
Diesel.
they're- like
And
Vin
this
Diesel?
is what's that movie about the
Pitch
darkness?
Black,
I'm that guy.
baby.
Oh, you're pitch black? Are you Riddick?
I'm
Also-
fucking family.
That movie is also about family, surprisingly.
Yeah.
All right,
Riddick.
give me your peasant commentations of questioning.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're moving on to topic number 1. Oh, it's me.
What?
Of questioning. We're moving on, and we're gonna have some commentary by the one and only great Cyberman. We're starting off with DNF Duel, London with a Y. Can you hit us with that sweet, sweet link? So this is Dungeon Fighters Online, right? It's a Korean mobile, like sort of.
You only like it because
Side-scrolling
it's
beat 'em
using
up?
like the Street Fighter font. That's the oh, there you go.
But when they decided to make a full-on fighting game, they contacted Arc Systems in Japan, which is a little weird if you know about the cultural, I guess what's the word I'm looking for.
Well, not only that, but like, isn't Arc kind of busy? Aren't they making? Don't they make like 3 or 4 games at a time?
They do, but they don't. They're probably a lot in development, but they release less than 2 a year. Like last year's big release was Grand Blue. This year's release, it was Guilty Gear Strive. Oh no, you're right. They did Guilty Gear Strive, and they announced the new Melty Blood, but that's in beta. I don't think it's done yet. I don't think it's out. I might be wrong. But this new one, it's going to be closer to. Yeah, look at the,
Ooh, like
the
a
cool
waifu.
characters. That's Striker. They're named after job roles.
Ooh.
So Striker,
that's-
Hitman.
That's Thancred.
Yeah,
Thancred from Final Fantasy right there. Does he have a gun blade? Okay, dude, that's
he has a
fucking
gun and a
that's a
blade.
gun and a blade, dude. That's Thancred.
So that's what one of the first things people said about this game is that they're ripping a lot of stuff. But Dungeon Fighter Online came out in something like 2006. Like it's been out for a while. This is just the first fighting game. So they got Arc Systems to work on it. It obviously looks gorgeous. And, everybody's got their own mains just visually. And there's the Berserker. And its character design's pretty great. It seems to translate a mobile free-to-play into a fighter better than anybody's ever done. And they're doing the Grand Blue versus model where it's single button specials. So special button forward.
Who's that guy
special button
supposed to
back.
be?
He's a grappler. That's a
Huh.
different color skin too. He usually wears black. I don't know
There's
why.
Thancred.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy ABI tutorial is using different color swaps. It's making it way more confusing because with that color swap, he just looks like Ryu.
That's a cleric. That's a white mage from Final Fantasy right there.
Yeah, and remember, Dungeon Fighter Online's been around during like vanilla WoW. They've been around really long time. So it's kind of interesting to see how they're doing it. But people seem to dig it. It's going to be one of the more accessible ones like Dragon Ball or what I just say, Grand Blue Versus, because of the simplicity of the moves. So probably not as appealing to people like me that want to play Guilty Gear and Street Fighter, but yes, appealing to people that either play mobile games or MOBAs or play Smash Brothers. This is like a great in between for Smash Brothers and
There's
Street
Thancred
Fighter.
again. Hold on, pause it right there. Pause it right there, London. Okay, so you see the dude in the trench coat there?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna jack the the display here real quick.
All right.
That's totally Thancred.
Whoa.
You're fair.
Jesus.
That's totally.
Anybody in the
Thancred.
chat see that? No, the last
That
time we
was
had a
200 Chrome tabs on Russ's computer.
Yes. Got 32 gigs of RAM, baby. All the Chrome tabs.
But thank you very much, London. I just want to talk. Anybody have thoughts on this? Anybody even interested?
I mean, sure.
How
don't
do
really-
you use one of these in there?
Oh,
Ooh.
baby, you better believe you can do that. You don't have to worry about the inputs. So your Tiger Uppercut is just up special.
What platforms is this?
What kind of baby shit is this?
It's the baby. Hey, you're the one that complains about execution, baby. You're gonna love this
What
game.
kind of baby shit is this?
So this PlayStation. What else?
And
Smells
actually,
like
you know
baby
what?
poop green in my house now.
Saibo, we played Strive. You understand game systems. You can't cry wolf to me anymore. You know how to play them.
So PlayStation.
I only know how to punch, brother. That's all you
and then
need. One button.
And then Sony's gonna throw him some crumbs to have this be on PlayStation exclusively for like a year. Then it'll be everywhere, right? Is that how it's gonna go?
Oh, is it a PlayStation exclusive?
Probably. They love
No
doing that
way.
stuff, especially with fighting
No
games.
way.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I was asking. Like, what's this on?
It's on the mobile computer.
I'm asking London right now. It'll be PS4, PS5, and PC.
Okay. Mobile
so
computer.
It
So like
dual launches with PC,
like a netbook.
like Guilty Gear.
Because this came out like they've been around since World of Warcraft. So like netbooks.
Well,
Remember
the
netbooks?
fighting game is brand new.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Said
Okay.
mobile
Moving
computer.
on. I don't have that many topics, but actually, me not moving on. We're moving on to Seiji.
Hey.
Dynamic
We worked on
Hunter.
topics together. So the director of, I'm pretty sure it's the art director.
The director of
for-
Dongs.
director of Dogs. Age of Empires 4 director leaves Relic Entertainments. So this guy has been with Age of Empire, or at least with the team at Relic, since 1998.
Whoa.
He has been there since the beginning of the company, and he has helped create like all of the Age of Empires, and he's finally like leaving.
Would you say that he's a relic?
He might be a relic at this point.
Boo.
I'm a dad. I got dad jokes.
Yeah, you do. Check the chat, Russ. Continue, Sage Bell.
That was my small topic I had for you. So yeah, it's been there for almost 30 years, but not quite.
And Age of Empires, Age of Empires and Halo and Forza at this point. These are three of Microsoft's like gold standard franchises. These are like their three basically untouchable franchises. Like if all else fails, they'll still have these three.
So he's responsible for the most recent Age of Empires as well. So I basically that's 4? Yeah, Ivy 4. So he has helped with Impossible Creatures, Company of Heroes, Warhammer, Company of Heroes 2, Age of Empires 4, Homeworld.
Homeworld?
Oh, we forgot.
Why are you whispering the rest of the credits? Are you ashamed of his later catalog?
I think you're ashamed of the later catalog, and I just wanted to be quiet for you.
Maniacs.
In Solitaire. I think that was before his time. What's up?
What is the RTS that had the Tesla coil?
That's Red Alert.
Oh, Red Alert. Alarm.
Yeah.
Alarm.
Yeah.
So that wasn't
Red Alert.
Microsoft.
No. They're the Age of Empire people. So you had Westwood, who was Command and Conquer. You had Microsoft, which is Age of Empire.
Do you remember Dark Reign? Holy crap.
I do. I have to look it up though. That's not.
It had like all the scarabs and stuff. Well, that's a big move, but it doesn't seem to have any foul play like Blizzard did it? Like, is he leaving because the company got bought out and is going to crap? Or is he leaving because 30 years is way too long to work for one company?
Yeah, especially Microsoft. That's like, what, 23 years? That's a long time in Microsoft.
Sage, thoughts? Why do you think he left?
When you're somewhere for a long time, I feel like you could retire.
I think so, too.
I think he's just ready to either move on or retire.
See,
especially
we'll
making
see.
games. Games is exhausting.
But we'll see, because Jeff Kaplan left and no one really like people
No,
suspected, but he didn't say anything.
He
And
saw this coming. He bailed before his name was up in
Dude,
any of this stuff.
Someone
so-
said he was
Yeah.
too pure for that buyout. Like ever since the buyout happened, like he's not gonna like this.
Yeah, he's not pure though. He's kind of.
I don't think he's a greaseball. That's Uncle. That's Uncle
No,
Jeff.
he's kind of a. They're all
Cappy.
kind of, That's
He's
the one
the
that
one
was That's the one that was whining at Nintendo and Microsoft and Sony because everybody who was playing with a keyboard and mouse on consoles was hosing everybody else. So he was being like, "It's not fair," and I'm just looking at him like, "Just put a filter on it."
Well, he probably helped
just add a
contour
filter.
Widowmaker's bum. So thumbs up. Jeff Kaplan is okay in my book.
Yeah, he's the one that okayed the original Tracer picture with the booty, and then they had to change it. So yeah.
I forgot about.
So he was out of there probably before all that happened. Before World of Warcraft was replacing ladies in pictures with bowls of fruit. Like he probably saw that coming. So yeah.
Okay, wait. Moving on. Oh man, this one's for me and Saverings. ... That's line number 6 there. London with a Y.
Huh.
Yeah.
What Final Fantasy port? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's coming, or at least I think the link is
It's
coming.
I heard
think,
it.
Hold on, London's doing a. London, you don't need to do a TikTok right now. Thank you. Okay. The long-awaited Final Fantasy VII Remake port isn't doing so hot.
Well,
Reported from Kotaku.
Well, here's the plus thing. It's technically not out on PC because this game is only available on the Epic Game Store, and I consider any Epic Game Store exclusive to not really be a PC game. So, fortunately, this game's not out on PC yet, so they can have all their hiccups. I'm glad Epic got to throw their money away at Square Enix for this game to come out like trash, so that's fine. Like, go right ahead. Throw your money away. There's Square Enix and Epic. So,
they charge $70 for this game for PC. They're fucking high.
Yeah.
It's a deal, Cybo.
And on top of that, it's on the Epic Game Store, which is still, I might remind everyone, just the Fortnite launcher. They just added other games to the Fortnite launcher. So when
I bet Vince has thoughts on that.
When there's a major update to Fortnite, it fucks up the whole rest of the Epic Game Store because it is the Fortnite launcher. So to me, any game that's exclusive, like I said, on the Epic Game Store is not on the PC. So this is fine.
It's only a good deal when I profit.
So this is fine. And don't forget Tencent's taking like 30% of this cut too.
There you go. See, that's why you gotta Saverings, you gotta stay on the chat. Vince got you.
What's that?
He's got you dead to rights. It was the Unreal launcher before Fortnite even existed. Buddy, he's got you. You gotta stay in the chat. He's on
Well, then there you go. That's even worse. It was something else that got repurposed for something else, and now they want to make it into a store. That's why there's no shopping cart, because there's no shopping cart on the Unreal store or whatever, the Unreal launcher. Why would you have a shopping cart in your graphical tool set launcher? That's why there's no shopping cart on the Epic Game Store to this day. They make billions of dollars. No shopping cart.
Unreal game that never got really released too. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh man, look at that sexy pose he's doing. Hold on, stay right there. Let me paint you like one of those French girls.
Oh,
3
Vince Rent.
and 2 and 1.
Here, I'm gonna look at him.
Yeah, baby. If you don't think that's gonna be the thumbnail for this episode, you are high. That's exactly what's happening.
Did you get me looking at him?
Tell you one thing, I'm high.
You gummies.
Oh, so I would challenge Vince Rant to say the Unreal game has come out. It's that Matrix game demo that everybody's losing their shit over that runs at 30 FPS that everybody's like, oh my god, it looks so awesome.
Wait, are they saying oh my god?
Yes, people are.
Are they saying oh my god, or are they saying JoJo Bizarre? Oh my god!
I don't know. I haven't watched that yet.
Oh no!
Yeah. So is the Unreal game the Matrix demo everybody's tripping on? Is that what's going on? Vince Rants. But anywho.
Yeah, he'll be in the chat. Remember, we got a little bit of a delay because of technology.
Yeah,
but moving on, here's some positive news. We got some, dumb news, and now we got something kind of nice. They have a my homies at Kotaku made a fun list. They got 2021's best free games. And London, if you want to skew that up. And this is just the top of their list, probably the people that's like the sponsor that sent them money.
Yeah, Kotaku and free games. This is gonna be cringe. It's already cringe. Go ahead.
Well, you know what the first one is already, right? Scroll down, London.
Genshin.
There it is.
Boom! Already figured it out. List is garbage now.
Is that your favorite company?
Genshin Impact. What?
Yeah, is that Tencent?
Company, it's not company.
Yeah.
It's Tencent.
I don't know who makes it. It's
Yeah.
the Asians. They make it.
You're
make it.
well. You're Asian. Did you make it?
Possibly. Next topic.
Yeah,
Next
Genshin,
game.
Genshin
Move it
Impact,
to
move
list.
on.
Keep scrolling down. Move down, please, London.
You know the main reason why that game took off, at least over here in the West, and why it blew up so fast is because at the same time is when The Last of Us 2 came out, and people were
Oh.
throwing up all over that game.
Oh,
So
Arc
that-
Knights.
I don't even know what that is. Mobile.
Apparently,
Oh,
it's
that's a
very-
mobile game.
Do you guys not have phones?
Oh man, did you see
No.
the chat earlier? Vince was all over
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Vince loves phones.
Do you guys not have phones?
I use an iPod connected to the internet.
Also, Vince loves Macs.
Gross.
He owns
You're in
24 of them.
fucking hell.
Yeah. There's a special kind of hell for
All right,
Mac
what's that
users.
next? What's that next game there, London? We got Arc Knights, and then what do we got here?
Do you guys not have
Alchemy
phones?
Stars.
Next.
Oh my God, Vince is literally on a Mac right now. That's so funny.
Hey, that's Fate Stay Night stuff. Okay, next. That's Paladin, the chick with the invisible sword. Okay, this is a dating sim.
Wonderful.
Is this for
Oh man,
husbandos?
the Tears of Themis.
Come
God,
and meet your husbando.
husbandos.
Yes, waifus and husbandos.
Wow. Oh, and
Okay.
Vince says, to be fair, he says he has more consoles than anyone. I forgot to mention this at the bonus round event. Thank you, London. At the bonus round event last week, Vince rolls in with a Philips 3DO with the Japanese import Sailor Scouts fighter.
Panasonic or Gold Star?
Panasonic.
I still kick myself 20 years later for getting rid of mine. I should have kept it. I love that system.
Man, it booted up, no problem. Panasonic.
Man,
Yup.
Panasonic 3DO.
I
I want
remember.
one.
Baby. Okay, moving on. I believe we have a Seiji. Oh, no, we have a Saverings topic.
Do we? Oh, I'm in.
Oh, man. Yeah. Me and Seiji saw this earlier on the freaking NFTs, but I don't understand NFTs, so I didn't put it on the list. But if you understand it, let's roll, baby.
I think
Basically,
It's the
Severman
only
is
fans of
everything.
JPEGs.
It is. That's literally what it's. Where's Risotto God? Where's Risotto God with the little ticker across the bottom? We're talking about NFTs, the best money laundering scheme ever. And people are always like, "Well, get it on it because it's unregulated and the government this." So that's not a good reason to jump on something. But anyway, basically what they were trying to do was Ubisoft. You know how they have their store. You know how they have all their games are just filled with little items and microtransactions. Far Cry 6 is just kind of just littered with it. There's like 5 different kinds of currencies that you have in that game, and one of them is the paid one. But basically, what had happened was in some of their upcoming games, the brain trust of the execs over there were like, "Hey, let's throw NFTs and assign real money values to items that people buy in the game." And knowing, working in corporate structures and things, or maybe teams and projects that you're on, and you're not privy to all the things with that team. Like for instance, at my previous job before I worked at the place I work now, I was working on a product that you'd all recognize if I named it out loud. And I'm in a building that's dedicated to that organization. It's actually its mothership, and we're all sitting there, and there's a corporate, what am I trying to say? Town hall type thing going on. It's being broadcast to all the buildings.
Like a forum.
Yes. And one of the announcements that they make in that is for a completely new set of the thing that we're working on, and nobody in our building even knew it existed. So I have a feeling that's probably what happened here to these guys. But basically what happened was Ubisoft a couple days ago had released a video talking about NFTs in their games. That video got ratioed to hell and back, even though the dislikes don't.
It got what from Hellback?
Or ratioed. That's when your ratio is like way. It can be positive or negative, but it's usually got a negative connotation. It just means like the Gillette ad, or in this case, their ad for this. It got like very few positive upvotes and like got buried in dislikes. Same thing happens on Twitter and stuff. When you see like a lot of traffic on like an unpopular opinion, most of it's not good. If you see like somebody with an unpopular hot take and there's like 4,000 comments on it, that's probably not a good thing. But basically, the developers got blindsided with this, and on their internal internet tool, which is called Mana, they kind of like tore into, and not tore into, but they wanted to keep their jobs, but they weren't happy with it. They were asking a lot of questions to the upper management. basically saying, you guys did this without our consultation. You guys are missing the whole point of these games. People are already upset with this. This isn't helping, and things of that nature. So basically, the video got pulled down, as most corporations. I don't know why they like to test the water. Nobody stopped them and been like, "Yo, people are not going to like this. I don't know what you're trying to do."
Yeah, where's the focus groups? Wasn't
yeah.
that a big thing in corporate structures in the 90s? Did they get rid of them?
I don't know. As far as I know, a lot of places still do it.
Hold on. We got a ticker coming in from the Risotto God. NFTs are legitimate means for artists to sell their work. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, money
laundering.
Yeah. And I watched the
Bumping
video about
dubs.
them. And basically, you know what's happening with these, and what could happen because it's unregulated. So you forget the government, but it's unregulated. So basically, what people are doing is they'll create an NFT. They'll open several shell companies, which are easy to do. And then they'll sell the NFT to another share company for like 20. So say you have an NFT, you have it for $100. You buy it with your own money from another shell company for $125. So there's a record of that thing selling for $25 more. Then you buy it again for $150 through another shell company, or you give your friends the money and they buy it for $150. So there's records. So you get it all the way up to like $300. People see that history and they're like, whoa, this was taking off. It's going fast. And you sell it for $300. And then you just keep the money this time all to yourself. And that's something that could totally happen, and something that does happen because it's unregulated. So it's all just a big monkey mug. Don't worry about how they work because who cares? It's a scam.
I will worry about how they work.
It's a scam.
I feel so dumb anytime someone talks about these. I don't know how I haven't figured it out. It's kind of
Hey. I got a personalized NFT for you for $5 with your name on it.
Here we go.
London, bring it in. London, bring it in. Right here. This is for you. $5.
I see it.
Bring it in.
You guys are in for a treat.
Wait, where?
London.
There we go.
There you go. $5.
That says 15.
Pay up. 15. New premium. Pay up. That's NFT in a nutshell for you, baby.
Yep. There we go. So yeah. So basically, what it's based on, like the really quick and dirty. And Cyberman, you can stop me here if I go off the rails.
No, Vince
basically,
Rats is helping too.
That's Cyberman, first off.
Cyberman.
There you go.
So basically, what happens is there's unique code generated, and it's attached to and embedded into something, a picture, a sound file, whatever. In the case of NFTs, it's a picture, and it's embedded into that. So yes, it could be a picture of Pepe Frog, right?
No.
And because there's unique code attached to it, that picture in itself is unique because there's unique code attached to it and embedded in it. Now that picture is unique amongst all the other pictures that are exactly the same because you own it. So say you're somebody semi-famous. Say you're, I don't know. Say you're, don't name us. Say you're Kanye, and you own this picture of one of your own shoes, and you have it, and it's an NFT. People would want it because you own it, and it's like, oh, I bought this thing from Kanye. And that's all it is. It's just want and FOMO. That's really what it is. So because there's unique code attached to it, it can be verified that it's that picture that person owned, and therefore it has worth. So that's kind of what it is. It just very flat, very low level explanation of it. It gets really deep into the woods and stuff like that. But
got it.
That's
sneaker drops on digital projects. That's what you're saying.
Yes. With a little line of unique code in there, so people know that picture belonged to this person at one time or came from this place at one time, and it can be verified that that's
gross. Well, enough of that because that's hurting my brain. We're moving on to the sagiest of bells, the giraffe from the heavens, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of like cosplay nicknames for you.
She's an Elizin. She's a real life Elizin. Those are the elves in Final Fantasy.
Where's the makeup? Ears.
Ears.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a next topic from you.
So remember CG Project Red?
Oh, the greatest game development company ever. Oh,
the guys who had all the goodwill and everything like a year ago. Yes.
Yeah. They will pay $1.8 million in the lawsuit for damages.
How is that possible? Their stock fell 66%. How do they only owe $2 million? That's what? What?
That does seem really low. They probably lost. Well, you know what? Also, shareholders, I don't feel bad for. Oh,
dude, they lost 2/3 of their company value.
Boo,
happens.
shareholders.
Hey, I'm a
no.
shareholder, but I bought mine after they crashed. Nowhere to go but up. I think I bought it
Yeah,
was like $11.
they mostly lost millionaire money, and
They
I
were
have
they
no
were at
problem.
$34 the week before Cyberpunk came out, and then the 2 weeks after they were at $11 a share. That's when I bought like
Woof. Where are
that's when I
they
bought
at
like
now?
30 shares. I don't even know. I haven't even looked in a while. They were hovering at like 19 for like months, and that was a couple months ago. So yeah, still not even half what they were before.
You ready for this?
That seems super low.
They
$2
are
million.
still at they are at $11.
Are you serious? They dropped again?
Yeah, they're
That's
at
their low.
$11.63.
Yeah, that's right about their low. That's right about where I bought it 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
So their year to date, let's see here. They were at
Oh yeah,
almost
it came out about this time last year. So look at it exactly a year ago. They were about $34.
Goodness. Well, in December 2020, they were at 18.
December 2020.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
all of a sudden they
Wait,
shot up to 20.
which one are you looking at? Because it's tricky because there's two of them. There's CD
Oh, CD
Projekt Red
Projekt.
themselves, and then there's the publishing group. And the publishing group is
Oh.
like the LOC that's over them to protect them from stuff like this.
I see.
So one of them is like cheaper than the other, and one's like really expensive. It fell, but not that much. It was like went from like $60 to like $55. But like CD Projekt Red's stock themselves, that fell from like 34 to like 11.
Yeah. And it's down 35%.
Yeah, not good.
5-day though, it's going up. They had a low of $9 last week.
Should have bought some more.
$9.95, and it's all the way back up to $11.63, baby.
Wow. It's like a third of what they were worth a year ago.
Yeah, their high was $31, December 4th, 2020.
Yep. There you go, $31. Yep.
Goodness. And whatever, man. To compare it to the GOAT, my babies, Capcom stock, $12 whole. Love you.
That's still pretty crazy, Sage, but less than $2 million, and is that before fees? Like, who does that get paid out to, and what?
I don't know, but we need to get Matt. We need to get She-Hulk on this. We need to get Saul.
When you're worth $1 billion and you lose 2/3 of your thing, so you're 330 something million, but you settle out of court for $2 million. Like, what?
GOG everyone gets a refund of $1.
Yeah.
$1.
What's up?
No, what's GOG? We got Vince over in the chat saying they should be
good old games.
Yes.
Or the OL apostrophe games.
Yes, that's their storefront. That's owned by CD Projekt Red, and they kind of built up goodwill this whole time, all these years, by being DRM free. And they kind of originally started off by retroactively going back and making so older PC games were modernized and could play on modern hardware. It's still be the old original game, but you wouldn't have to like go through like all like the trickeration of trying to get like a DOS game to boot up. They baked it into all the retro games on there. So that was their big olive branch of goodwill, and they've been doing that for like a long time. But even that couldn't really save them. So,
all right, well, Lucky Bandit's gonna have my last topic before we go straight into cyberspace. And this is good news for Russ. Maybe we'll get you London with a Y if you want to queue up Guilty Gear S kicking ass on PC, line 10. And I don't think that's that screen, but whatever.
Guilty Gear Strive, eh?
Guilty Gear Strive, the PC players, and with fighting games, PlayStation's been kind of
the default.
But for the first time, like a AAA main card fighting game is PC, baby. Everybody wants to play on PC and not deal with the PlayStation bullcrap. And I'm here for it because I remember I had the chance to buy it on PlayStation or PC, and Goon was playing it, the beta on PlayStation, and it wasn't available on PC yet, and I held strong. And now look at us. We're having fun. Everything looks great. It's a fun game. People are getting better at it. The community doesn't seem too bad. The really good people are getting really, really good, so that's kind of scary. Goon is an absolute bully. He plays Axel, and you touch. You can't touch him.
Speaking of Goon, shout out to him. Congratulations. He beat the main story quest on Final Fantasy 14. I saw as well. He actually posted that in the chat right before I got there, and I was like, you bastard.
Son of a bitch. But that's all I got. I'm just saying, if you're into fighting games, and Street Fighter's terrible netcode, so don't bother. Guilty Gear is pretty difficult, but it is fun, and the characters are interesting, and the lore is absolutely insane. Especially if you like heavy metal and hard rock. That's the spot. And yes, even the Black Samurai, I believe, is a heavy metal reference.
So it's a nice, healthy community on there. Are you able to find games, enough people playing and stuff?
Yeah, a lot of people, if I ever get DM'd after beating someone, they'll mention about the matchup, or they'll say, hey, man, you're getting pretty good. Or if it is salty, be like, hey, your character will get nerfed soon, man. That ain't going to last. But it's never something toxic like, race or gender or anything. Because I think Sage and AV knows this. I have a penchant for being drawn to female avatars in fighting games. In Soul Calibur, I play Cassandra. In Street Fighter 4, I played Makoto and Viper a lot. I mean, also Abel, but I was a really bad Abel. Hey,
London, I'm about
Street Fighter 5, I play Colleen.
hijack the screen here real quick. It's relevant.
But so, in this game, I played Giovanna, and some people assume that people that play females are female, but what is this?
These are the most recent Steam charts here. This shows how many people are playing, what their peaks are. This is actually pretty healthy for a fighting game.
Dude, for a fighting game, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
How
good.
many per day, per hour? There's almost 3,000 people playing a fighting game?
Well, this is the peak here. And an hour ago, look, it didn't really fall off either. So an hour ago, there was 2,600 people playing, but at its peak, it was almost 2,700.
I don't even want to know what Street Fighter looks like. Is it even going to be?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see. Okay, and as we look this up, this will be my bow out, and we're going to go 1,000 years in the future, and we're going to, wow, it's still that high?
Yo, Guilty Gear beat this by like 20,000.
And if you really think about Arc Systems, they're basically an indie company compared to Capcom. They really are. If it wasn't for Dragon Ball, people wouldn't even know who they were.
What's up with Soul Calibur?
This is great news. Capcom, step it up. And okay, hold on. This is where we tell our production team, do the special effects. We're going to the future.
Look at Dark Souls 3 still kicking it.
Jesus. Okay.
Still kicking it.
All right. Going to the future. London with a Y. Let's hit bar 11. We got to talk to Saibo. And Saibo has to do his takes on what we've been up to. Saibo, Ape God. Japanese Dice God.
Oh. I hear you. Loud and clear. I can't read anything, so you're going to have to fucking narrate. I'm blind.
What we're doing right now is we're commentating on how much fun are you having with Halo Infinite. We got some background footage here while you talk about it. And can you full screen London?
It brings me to a simple time when I was playing Halo on the Xbox original and being the only smart fucking kid in my class knew how to fucking LAN network it. And there was a reason why everyone wanted to go to my house and play Halo. And now all I get to do this is from the comfort of my home with friends across the world I never see anymore, or see moderately since it's just a few handful of people. And we teabag a bunch of 13-year-olds after we stomp on them.
Hey, we talked about this earlier. It's crouch teching. Crouch tech.
I don't know what you mean. I know a teabag when I see it, brother.
So I was telling Sagebell earlier, the one thing about this game is how absolutely chaotic it can get as soon as a vehicle gets in the mix. Everybody's got their aim down. They got their map knowledge. They know where weapons spawn. And as soon as you see that, what is it called? A wasp?
The wasp piece.
Baby, when you see these new vehicles come in, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. And the new repulsor effect makes the whole game a curveball. The grappling, hey, Sagebell, does the grappling hook work on anything?
Everything. Everything. Oh, did you want to grapple the flag? You could grapple the flag. You want to grapple that car? You could grapple that car and the person in the car.
I've been seeing ones where
Not
people
that
throw
gone.
grenades at the cars, and the cars blow up, and they go flying in the air, and they grapple it, and then they go flying off and following the car.
Yes,
They
use
still
that-
can't fix the Sarge glitch back from Halo 2, brother. That shit
play-
did not get fixed.
I'm playing it right now. Whee!
You're playing Halo Infinite?
Yeah. Whee! Right there in the background. Whee!
But I'm having a lot of fun.
Quit showing off that you're in the work office. This is the business office right now.
This is the monkey office.
With my blue controller.
You got a favorite weapon, Cybo?
It's called the fucking assault rifle. Because that's the thing you have to get good at if you want to survive.
It's the default. This is true. But man,
Because
that
the
VR
pistol
is beautiful.
still shoots beans, and you may get a headshot here and there. That's about it. I suck at the sniper rifle. I suck at fucking any precise precision guns. I'm fucking terrible at.
Yo, what's that?
I can be
freaking
okay with a
laser?
shotgun.
That laser gun that seems to. Hey,
Oh,
look.
the big one.
Darkscreen 54 says we could buy followers, primes, and viewers. Gee, thanks.
That's another hard bot at work, brother.
Click that link, somebody. We need more viewers.
Anyways,
I am.
the weapon meta is nothing close to Halo 1, but it's okay. We're
Oh, yes. Let me block.
molding a new ape into
Is that
the
him right
cosmic ape army.
Is that him
Moldy
right there
the
just grappling the flag I just saw?
Yeah. But I will say, out of all of the Halos, I think I can't remember if I played Reach or 2 more. I played a lot
Probably
of Halo
played 2.
I played,
Look at
that.
so
Played a lot of
much
Halo
2.
2. No one really played Reach.
But
No one played
but
Reach.
Reach is when they had the armor core, invisibility, hologram. They had all those different abilities. This one has most of those.
No one played Reach.
Okay, you're probably right. But I definitely didn't. Play a
It's
whole
not like it's not anywhere close to being as popular as 2. It probably shadows or is within the shadow of 1. 3 was probably an outshine of that. You know, you got 4 and Reach in between. Like they didn't do anything. It's just backed by big money. Big Billy Gates over there, making
Speaking
sure
of
that the
big-
Halo bloodline
Yeah,
stays
speaking of that,
alive.
if you guys are interested, this isn't a sponsored thing or anything, but on the Xbox
Liar.
YouTube channel, they have a 6-part history of the Xbox documentary. It's actually pretty interesting. Even
I've
if you're
heard
not
about
into it, even if you don't like Xbox, it's interesting to see what they were doing around the same time, whatever it was you were doing in gaming.
Drinking
it's-
Mountain
it's-
Dew.
so it's
That's
good.
what they were doing.
So yeah, so check that out. It's a good watch.
All right.
But yeah,
Well-
nothing really changed. But you know, the tea bags still remain the same.
Speaking of tea bags, Cybo, you're gonna end this with us. Def Jam, baby. What do you have to say, London? If you could click that next link. We're talking about Def Jam, a game that should never be forgotten. Tell all the kiddies that are stuck in 2005 what they're missing out on.
They'll never make a game like that again, too.
It's impossible. The
Yeah.
IP doesn't exist like that anymore.
You just couldn't. Yeah.
But anyways, I was watching a pro wrestling biography channel, and they said Def Jam Vendetta was the spiritual successor of No Mercy. So I had to investigate.
Wait, can you clarify that a little bit? Oh, that's Halo.
That's still Halo. But
That's
anyways,
Def Jam. What are you talking about?
that's definitely Def Jam Fight for New York.
That was
Anyways.
DMX just now with the
That
soul
was
rifle.
DMX.
What you really
How to
want?
Asian women online. That's
Yeah.
exactly DMX.
Give it a try.
Bad. Instant shut.
Oh, he did
if-
find the fucking YouTube page.
Yeah, if you could
Please.
make that full screen,
Oh,
London, that'd be great. Just so we
I
could
forgot
kind of talk
Snoop
over
was
it.
in
there.
Thank you.
Anyways, this is
That
Fight for New
exhibit.
York, which is the sequel to Def Jam of Vendetta. This wrestling YouTube channel went into detail about Vendetta and New York. Vendetta is why it's called the spiritual successor to No Mercy, is because the team that made No Mercy worked on Def Jam Vendetta. It was
Does
supposed
it
to
have
be
the programming? Is that the core system? and
it's the
engine?
core fighting game. Is
Wow.
exactly
2004. Where were you all
Exactly.
in 2004?
not playing this game.
I
No
still lived in-
reason.
I lived in Tacoma. I was in Tacoma,
Yeah.
Washington.
Oh my god, these finishers.
Yeah. So with this game,
Aki
the
Corporation?
Aki Corporation is the brainchild of the No Mercy engine. So if you saw that in the credits, you knew that, like, since they're a pro wrestling like video game company, that's what they've been doing. and they made another fighting game, they didn't throw the No Mercy engine away. They used it for
50 Cent and Tim's.
He was beating up Slick Rick. Yeah.
He got
Yep.
Timmy's on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
there
right
it is.
there. So this is was it
No Mercy.
WCW versus
So speaking
WCW
of,
versus NWO Revenge?
speaking of
So
defunct, I was working
yeah.
at CompUSA when this came out. So we got Def Jam, WCW, and CompUSA. All defunct.
So what happened was the No Mercy team was going to work on the new WCW NWO 2 Revenge game, but right before they had a chance to release it, WCW got bought out by WWF at the time. So there was no reason to make that game anymore. That contract became null and void. So with a pretty much completed game, they just shopped the game engine around, and Def Jam was like, we're going to make a video game now. And that's how Def Jam Vendetta came to be. Pretty much.
It looks so good still.
Yeah. I was going to say,
this is
remember this
for
is
New
like
York.
this
Fighting
is like
New York is different. It's an offshoot
Busta Rhymes.
of what the Aki engine was. This is a more bastardized version of it. The reason why people like Fight for New York was the roster. That was it. And the ridiculous amount of finishing moves. But the game does not play anywhere close to Vendetta or No Mercy. It's fun, but that's about it. I haven't found a reason to go back to either one. If I had to make a choice, I'd go back to Vendetta.
And so, closing statements: hip hop video game that you want dropped now, and I guess who might it involve? And I'll go first because I know probably the least about hip hop in this group. I would like the ASAP crew to put out a game. I think it'd be a lot of fun. They seem like a bunch of cool characters. I have been Loudon Brown at Loudon Brown on Instagram, on Twitter. I am Gross F with a PH. PlayStation and Steam, and obviously I'm Lucky Bandit. If you want those bars, son.
Since you're talking about rap. Gotcha.
Yeah. So a crew. Say there was an all-encompassing wrestling game. Wrestling or fighting game. Who would you want in it, or who do you want it to be based around?
You asking me?
Yeah. That's the closing statements, baby.
I ain't really into wrestling. I thought the closing statements was the rap game we want to see. I want to see Parappa the Rapper 2. What the hell, Sony?
Oh, no. What I mean is real life rap squad in a video game. What crew do you want to see interactive? I said ASAP. Because ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky, that whole squad, I think is fascinating to me.
I would want to see the 90s Wu-Tang Clan have today's technology and be able to make whatever game that they wanted to. Because that game that they had in the 90s, that really shitty fighting game, that was just sign of the time. And they could still make a shitty game now, but at least a shitty game now would be a modern shitty game and not a 90s shitty game. And that was a whole different beast.
What kind of fighting? Do you want it to be wrestling? Do you want it to be Street Fighter, Tekken?
No, I would want them to be in a fictionalized version of New York or Shaolin, Staten Island where they're from. But also have
Warriors, the game, the Rockstar game.
Yeah, but have it be like your typical kind of old school BioWare type game.
Okay.
And have it merge the two. So it'd be Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. I think that was an album.
You know what? They gotta highlight the lesser known Wu-Tang members and make the game starring You God and
they'd be the spin-offs.
No. It should star You God.
I'd make them the playable characters, and all the characters that are helpers or
You God or Inspect the Deck. That's the main cast.
Yeah, You God's the Cloud Strife of that game. But if you're asking me straight up a hip hop or a rap affiliated game, I want to see it. My answer is always gonna be Parappa the Rapper until they make it.
Okay.
So
Sage Bell. Hip hop game.
What is your knowledge of hip hop?
Hip hop.
I get very confused on the difference between hip hop and R&B sometimes.
I mean, nowadays, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a very
that line
blurred
is blurred.
BTK video game.
Hey, Saverings and Cybo, try finding Lizzo in a record store. Holy crap.
Try finding a record store.
Well, I go to record stores all the time. That's
Seattle, you can find them
That's
everywhere.
because you're looking for those, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a record store right here. It's called Spotify, brother.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dynamic Hunter,
Yeah.
hip hop artist in a video game. Go.
You don't even get to do. You don't even have to do a group. You could just name a rapper.
Anything.
Okay, I'm just gonna say Snoop Dogg.
Hey, Snoop Dogg. What kind
Fair
of
He
game?
enough.
probably had several
Oh my
video
God.
games already.
Snoop
He's
Dogg.
also in fucking Fight for New York.
Yeah.
he's in a
Wait,
few.
Yeah.
what about Snoop Dogg in DBD?
No.
No, that wouldn't work.
Sage would
Snoop
want
Dogg in Animal
Snoop.
Crossing.
Sage would want
Growing
she,
his
she'd
garden.
want Snoop in a runaway scared game. So however you can put that together. Wasn't he in Tales from the Hood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
He would
Just make it
turn
Tales-
into a Doberman and start
so,
chasing you.
So just make him like the Vincent Price. Just make him like the
Man.
Vincent Price type character in like a creepy horror anthology game. There you go.
To all of our sponsors listening, make this
Well-
game happen.
I feel like there needs to be some sort of game where you have to be high. You meet Snoop Dogg, kind of like how you meet Neil Patrick Harris in
Oh, Harold and Kumar.
yeah. So I feel like there needs to be a game based on that, but instead of Neil Patrick Harris, you get Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
good.
Oh, I did have another idea. This goes back to the 360 days when I was a rock band fiend.
Oh,
I wanted to
geez.
make a game called Rap Band, and it was just like a little toy turntable and like 20 microphones. And like that's the whole game.
Fred Durst Simulator. Got it.
Fred Durst Simulator, yeah. So that's I was gonna make Rap Band. So yeah, one person's the DJ and there's like 20 MCs and they all go. And one person's rapping, the other 19 are just like "Rrr," like every other word. There you go.
I'm like a
Rap band.
chainsaw. Okay. Closing statement. Hip hop / rap video game for 3021. What is conquering the airwaves?
You misread the Snoop Dogg game.
Do we still have
It's
Airwaves?
gonna be a cooking simulator with fucking Martha
Fuck yeah,
Stewart.
it is.
Martha Stewart,
That's-
yeah, and
yeah.
featuring
Like
Snoop
Cooking
Dogg.
Mama? Wonderful.
Exactly.
Snoop Dogg will be
You
like
fucking missed out on already that existed over here.
Snoop
Oh,
Dogg will
man.
be
It's
the,
selling millions. It's already gone platinum.
Wow.
People
see?
can't get enough of that shit.
Is there still platinum in the future? Is there still catalytic converters to steal from cars to get platinum? Isn't that how you mine platinum?
You better believe it. You better believe it. The other game that you would want to see in 3022 would be an action sports game with odd future.
Oh.
Called golf. It'd be a golf game, right?
It'd be a skateboarding game like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 20.
You gotta have golf in there too.
You could
'Cause-
do golf as well
'cause
because
that was-
they
that
did
was the-
that
that was their
shit
brand. That was their
in
brand.
Underground.
They had the golf hats.
All right.
But they were a
Maniac.
bunch of skaters.
Mhm.
We're getting cut
Anyways.
by the Pasta Prince, by the Emperor Lotte. We've reached our allotted time. Big shouts out to Vince Rants. And we also had our dear friends at Cosplay Canada jumping in the chat, making this way more fun. We got our special portal for the future. Be able to talk to Cyberman from 3021. I don't even know what NVIDIA card they're on over there, but it's probably pretty powerful.
Nvidia doesn't exist.
It's a
anymore.
990, baby. We went
990?
backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Nvidia got bought by AMD, and now it's all AMD cards.
Oh, man. We want to thank Voodoo Ranger, IPA, hashtag Live Rangerously. Remember, they're employee-owned, B Corp certified, IPAs from New Belgium. Fantastic. Broad range. You can get the juicy. You can get the Imperials if you're trying to get freaking wild. And I believe you can still track down an Atomic Pumpkin. Hit up Drizzly to get it delivered to your door. We're gonna tell our producer to go get contact with Drizzly because we keep name dropping them. We ain't getting anything from them.
Pay
And
us,
I would
Drizzly.
love to be able to throw out like a 15% code. Remember we had that 50% code last winter?
Yeah.
Where's that at? We got to talk to Lauren. Okay.
It's
Anyway,
recession.
thank you very much. Thanks again to Flay Artist for the intro song. Hit up the next bonus round. That is also co-sponsored by Faustian Esports and Craving Amazing. Y'all been sweet. Y'all have been lovely. Remember to smoke them trees. Punch them Nazis. Deuces. That's all I got.
I'm gonna fade out with me looking at